We just passed our budget for fiscal 2021 in a unanimous vote, by the way. That's only the second time in 10 years that we've had a unanimous vote. The budget's about $150 million of general funds. Highlights of the budget would be that we reduced the tax rate again. That's the 10th straight year in a row that we've reduced the tax rate. This tax rate has gone from about 51.6 cents per hundred to about 47.5 cents per hundred. So it's a pretty significant tax reduction. And with all that's going on in the economy, we think that's pretty significant.
One of the biggest highlights in this budget is that we will spend less in FY21 than we did in FY2019, which was 2 years ago. That's an accomplishment most government entities will not be able to pull off this cycle. And we've been able to do that by cutting expenses across the board and keeping an eye on those expenses that they don't get out of control. And we do that because we feel that you can spend your money better than the government can spend your money.
I'm particularly proud of the cuts we made in the legal department. At one time, we had a legal department with about a $2.1 million budget. Last year, after disbanding and doing away with the legal department and going contract for our legal work, we saved about $500,000. And I expect to save more this year.
They make our job so much easier, our department heads do, because we ask for something and they deliver. We have some of the best around, without a doubt. We asked for a 10% cut in each one of them's budget. Most of them, or a lot of them, did that. Not everybody can do that because it depends on the size of your department. Some departments are smaller than others. They don't have money to give. Some of the larger departments can give a little bit more, and some did.
One of the ways that we were able to cut expenses, we finally eliminated some open positions that had never been filled. Some of these had been vacant for years, and some had never actually had a person in them. So we finally said if it's taken that long to get them filled, they must not be that essential, and we cut them out of our budget altogether. That was a pretty significant savings and technically a reduction in the size of our workforce. So with our current budget, we're actually projected to spend less money than we did in 2019.
With regard to our new health coverage, we have been with a company for many years. Just recently, we did a request for proposal to see if we could cut some of those expenditures and save the taxpayers money toward our health coverage. And in fact, I believe we're able to cut over $1 million just by changing vendors.
Reducing the property tax rate is great, and not just for your wallet. It also creates a self-reinforcing cycle that continues to grow the economy year after year. Lower property tax rates encourage businesses to expand and relocate to the county, creating jobs and reducing the tax burden on you, the individual homeowner.
We continue to add to our self-insurance fund. The idea here is that we will be able to stop buying commercially procured insurance and insure ourselves against a natural disaster like Hurricane Ike. The advantages are multiple. One is we don't have to wait for FEMA reimbursement on expenses. We'll have the insurance fund ready to go and can start making repairs the very next day, and we don't have to wait on either a commercial insurance company or the federal government, which can take many years to authorize repairs.
Across the country, with everything that's going on with defunding law enforcement and things, that's not going to happen here in Galveston County. We're just too pro-law enforcement, and we realize that you need them.
What's interesting about this body is that we seem to work very well together as a cohesive unit in unity to benefit the taxpayers of our county.
While we're very diligent about cutting expenses, we're also very responsive to constituents' input. So anytime someone has a request to do something more efficiently, more effectively, or better yet, online and not in person, we welcome the opportunity to hear about that, and we'll work hard to make it happen.